Appendix C, 50 frequently asked questions curated by Zoran the Dragonzaran's opening words. Ah, little human, I see you stumble upon questions like treasures scattered across the winds, each one gleaming with curiosity. Let me help you gather them into a hoard of wisdom. Frequently asked questions, FAQs about Somantics. General questions 1. What is Somantics? Somantics is the practice of understanding your body's wisdom and translating sensations into purposeful action. 2. How is Somantics different from mindfulness? While mindfulness emphasizes awareness, Somantics focuses on active interpretation and embodied responses. 3. Can Somantics help with chronic pain? Yes, it can help you uncover the emotional or physical patterns underlying pain and guide you toward relief. 4. Is Somantics based on science? Somantics integrates neuroscience, psychology, and ancient wisdom like yoga and shamanic practices. 5. Do I need prior experience with somatic practices to start? No, Somantics welcomes beginners and adapts to all levels. Theoretical questions. 6. What does soma mean? It means body in Greek, referring to the physical and emotional vessel of human experience. 7. What is interoception in Somantics? Interoception is your ability to sense internal bodily states, like your heartbeat or hunger. 8. How does Somantics address trauma? It safely accesses stored emotions in the body through awareness, movement, and gentle release. 9. What is the connection between Somantics and phenomenology? Phenomenology explores how embodied experience shapes meaning, which is central to Somantics. 10. How does the nervous system influence Somantics? Somantics works with the autonomic nervous system, regulating stress and facilitating healing. Practical questions 11. Can Somantics be done anywhere? Yes, many exercises can be performed at your desk, in nature, or at home. 12. How long does a typical Somantics session take? A session can range from 5 minutes to an hour, depending on depth and focus. 13. What are the best Somantics exercises for stress? Try grounding, planting your feet firmly, deep breathing, or gentle stretches. 14. How do I start practicing Somantics daily? Begin with a morning body scan and a short movement practice to set intentions for the day. 15. What tools or equipment do I need? None. Somantics relies on your body, breath, and awareness. Cultural questions 16. Does Somantics borrow from other traditions? Yes, it incorporates practices like yoga, Tai Chi, Maori Haka, and Tibetan meditation. 17. What are koshas in Somantics? Koshas are layers of the self, starting with the physical body and extending to bliss and consciousness. 18. How does Somantics reflect indigenous wisdom? It honors embodied rituals like drumming, dancing, and communal storytelling. 19. What's the difference between Western and Eastern approaches to Somantics? Western methods often focus on analysis, for example, somatic psychology, while Eastern traditions emphasize flow, for example, yoga. 20. Are dragons part of somatic lore globally? Indeed. Dragons symbolize embodied strength, wisdom, and transformation in myths worldwide. Personal growth questions 21. Can Somantics help with emotional regulation? Yes, it teaches you to recognize and balance emotions through body awareness and movement. 22. How does Somantics improve relationships? By attuning to your own body language, you'll better read others' nonverbal cues. 23. What if I feel disconnected from my body? Start small, notice one sensation at a time, like your breath or posture. 24. Does Somantics encourage vulnerability? Yes, It invites you to explore your body's truths with courage and compassion. 25. Can Somantics enhance creativity? Absolutely. Movement and breath unlock stuck energy and inspire fresh ideas. Scientific questions. 26. How does neuroscience support Somantics? Studies show that body-based practices improve emotional processing and reduce stress. 27. What role do mirror neurons play in Somantics? Mirror neurons help you empathize with others by simulating their movements or emotions. 28. Is Somantics connected to neuroplasticity? Yes, somatic practices reshape neural pathways for healthier patterns. 29. Can Somantics help with PTSD? It provides safe ways to process trauma stored in the body, reducing symptoms over time. 30. Is Somantics backed by research? Yes, it draws on studies in neuroscience, psychology, and embodied cognition. Challenges and misconceptions. 31. What if my body feels numb or stuck? Numbness often signals suppressed emotions. Gentle movement or breath can start the healing process. 32. Is Somantics only for young, fit people? No, it's adaptable for all ages, bodies, and abilities. 33. What if I don't feel immediate results? Somantics works gradually, layering insight over time. Patience is key. 34. Is Somantics spiritual or scientific? It bridges both, offering grounded techniques with deeper, soulful connections. 35. Can Somantics replace therapy or medical treatment? No, it complements professional care, but does not replace it. Community and lifestyle questions. 36. Can Somantics be practiced with others? Yes, group practices build connection and amplify collective energy. 37. How can I integrate Somantics into my workplace? Use short resets, for example. Winged stretch during breaks to reduce tension and enhance focus. 38. Does Somantics align with yoga or meditation? Absolutely. It deepens both through embodied awareness. 39. Can Somantics help with parenting? It teaches you to regulate your emotions, fostering better attunement with your child. 40. How does Somantics influence activism? By grounding yourself, you'll sustain energy and resilience for long-term advocacy. Advanced questions. 41. What is the microcosmic orbit in Somantics? A Taoist energy flow visualization that connects the spine's energy pathways. 42. What does Kundalini energy have to do with Somantics? Kundalini practices awaken the body's latent strength and creativity. 43. Can Somantics deepen dream work? Yes, interpreting sensations in dreams bridges body and subconscious insights. 44. What are the 6 yogas of Naropa? Tibetan somatic practices integrating breath, fire, and transformation. 45. Is Somantics useful for artists or performers? Yes, it enhances embodiment, emotional expressiveness, and presence. Zoran's personal insights. 46. What's Zoran's favorite Somantics exercise? The treasure meditation, visualizing your body's resources as glowing gems. 47. Does Zoran practice Somantics himself? Of course. Even dragons need to stretch their wings after guarding hordes. 48. What's Zoran's advice for beginners? Start small, listen to your scales before you try roaring. 49. What myth inspires Zoran's Somantics teachings? I once taught a knight to dance instead of bow. His knees healed, and so did his pride. 50. Why does Zoran care about humans practicing Somantics? Because little humans forget their body's wisdom, but dragons remember. Conclusion. Questions as treasure assurance. Closing words. Each question you ask is a gem waiting to shine. Never stop wondering, little human, for your curiosity will guide your journey. Potential referencer are some sources to consider, blending ancient teachings with modern insights. 1. Uksuth Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. Trauma and the Body of Somatics, Reawakening the Mind's Control of Movement, Flexibility, and Health by Thomas Hannethy. Tao of Inner Peace by Diane Dreher. Stern Body, Western Mind by Anodia Judith. 2. Scientific Studies and Article Zurich on the vagus nerve and its role in emotional regulation. Studies on somatic movement therapy and mindfulness practices. 3. Ancient Wisdom of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, a classic text on mind-body integration. Attaban Buddhism, the 6 Yogas of Neuropiotist Practices, the Microcosmic Orbit. 4. Videos and online resources. YouTube channels on somatic awareness and movement works on trauma release exercises. Tree.